this is where I introduce, you know, blah blah blah. Power button failure. If you want to fix the power button, are you getting all of this in the shot? All right. If you want to fix the power button, you know, if it's messed up or anything like that, this is how you do it. Okay, so first things first, you got to remove your SIM card. Make sure your SIM card's out. Make sure your battery's out. All right, remove the battery. I've already done all that. Things you'll need right now for this is you'll need a screwdriver. You need a small tip screwdriver. It's a Phillips screwdriver. All right. You'll need a set of guitar picks. Okay, so a set of guitar picks. This is to remove the case. If you have one or if you can acquire one, a case opening tool, but it's not necessary because you can just use the guitar picks to do that. Finally, of course, you're going to need the spare part that I got over here, and you're ready to go. So to remove the case, you got to unscrew the screws over here. So I've already done that, but you got to unscrew the screw here, one here, there's going to be another one there, another one here, there's going to be a final one there. Sorry, this final one's here as well. Then just keep them somewhere safe so that they don't get lost because they're quite small. And once you've done all that, you can take the phone. Alright, and this part's the tricky part. You gotta be careful how you do it. Usually how I do it is I'll just put a pick starting from the power button area or the volume button area, and because they have a more slack on them, you just insert the pick slowly into that. And I've already popped out the case, so it was quite easy for me to pop it out, but the first time you do this, it's going to be a bit hard, so you're going to have to shake it a bit, you know, bring it like, you know, back and forward until it gets loose. Once you get it loose enough, if you have some guitar picks, just put them into the slots so you can get some leeway into the case, and then you can use the case opening tool for the other parts just to get them out properly. But make sure you're careful because you can crack the screen if you're not careful. So what I usually do is I just keep bringing the guitar pick forward and get some slack into the case, so it's easier for me to pop it open. Alright, so now once you've removed the case, make sure that you keep the case aside, and once you remove the case, usually the volume button, the actual physical button, pops out. So if you get some tape or something, you can just tape it before you do this so it doesn't come out. But if you don't have tape on hand, just pop this back in. Make sure there's a little plastic flap here. I don't know if you can see this, but there's this plastic flap. It goes over into this pin over here. I don't know if you can see that, but you just put the plastic flap into the pin. Alright, and that's it. So just keep that aside so it doesn't fall out or anything like that. Just keep it there. Alright, make sure your workspace is neat. Alright, so now this is the components. The Nexus is quite easy to service. What I'm going to be doing today is just the power button, which is here. This is the power button. Yours may look different than mine. I'll explain that later. But basically it's quite easy to repair. This is the main board itself. You got your vibrating motor here. This is the loudspeaker and the earpiece, the headphone jack. Then you got your coaxial cable that runs through all the way here. Okay, so this is the coaxial cable. That's your volume button. SIM card, blah blah blah. Camera. Camera is also easily replaceable once you remove the entire main board. Earpiece and front-facing camera. Now to remove the main board, what you got to do is first you need to use something plastic, not sharp, just to pop open the digitizer cable. So you put the plastic thing in here and just pry it open, and it pops open quite fast. But be careful you don't rip it. And same thing goes with this cable here. So you got to be careful, and it pops open just as simple as that. Next thing you got to do is pop open the coaxial cable. Same thing. Just get the plastic tool, and there it goes, pops open. Remove it a bit so it doesn't get into your way. Alright, just keep it there. Fine. after that, you need to remove the volume button. So the volume button has some adhesive on it. So use the plastic tool, or you can even use a pick. Get your pick, and just go through it. Be careful. If your power button's dead, you can pretty much just rip it out. But be careful when you're still doing it, because it can tear, and you don't want that to happen. So just go really slowly into this, and it should come out just like that, just as easy as that. All right. So now my power button's out, and same thing goes with the volume button. Just do that very slowly, very carefully. Remove the adhesive from the button itself. All right, and slowly just get it out like that. All right, while also lifting it a bit more, and there you go. And once that's out, okay, make sure it's separated from the case itself. All right, so now you got all of these out. Finally, what you need to do is pop open over here. There's a little tab. Okay, just put your plastic tool right here in this gray spot, and just pop it open, and the main board should pop out nice and easy. There you go. Now the main board's out. Now all you gotta do is, what I usually would do is, also if you have tweezers, it'll come in handy. Just get a pair of tweezers so that it will just help you lift the main board out. Okay. Get the digitizer cable out of the way and lift the main board. Alright. Okay, be careful with components. And so that's your main board. If you want to remove the entire main board, don't forget to remove the vibrating motor as well. But because of the fact that this time I'm going to be just repairing the power button, you're not going to need to do that. Alright. So now once the main board is popped out, just flip it over. Okay. Be careful with the cable here, because it's quite finicky. But this is the back of the main board. Alright, this is where you can actually repair your camera, your earpiece, and your front-facing camera. Okay. Now this is our culprit right here. This is what we're going to be fixing today. And what you need to do is to just get this out. It's quite simple. There's a little tab here. As you can see, this is where the power button actually goes in. This is the socket for the power button. So what you need to do is just, since I have a pair of tweezers, I'm just going to use the tweezers, and I'm going to pop it out, just like that. It's as simple as that. Why is it not popping out? Okay, it's as simple as that. Pops out. Once that's out, just take the power button out. There you go. That's the power button, which is out. Okay. So this is the power button. Remove that, keep it aside, toss it out, whatever you want to do. If you have a replacement for it, just toss it out. And we're just going to get the replacement. Get it out of its nice plastic case. And okay, so this is our replacement power cable. It's nice and easy to replace now that we actually have it. Okay, so we're just going to go back, and as I said, it's just as easy as popping it in, just like a cartridge. Sorry for my shaky hands, but okay. I don't know if you can see this very properly, but this is how it should be. Okay, so this is the tab. As you can see, this is the cartridge slot, and it just goes right in like that. Alright, it's as simple as that. How easy was that to repair? Rather than get someone else to fix it for you, all you gotta do is just do it yourself. Now after that's done, just put the tab back in. Okay, flip it in, close it, and you're good to go. That's it, you're done. Now you need to just put everything back together, and you're fine. That's how it goes, that's how it does. Yeah, that's how we do things here. We're cool like that. Okay, so now make sure everything is put into place. Make sure everything is nicely aligned. Alright. Oh, and again, remember, your coaxial cable is here. Right now mine just got stuck underneath. So just lift up the main board and get the cable out so that it doesn't get stuck underneath there. Okay. just dump the main board back in. Alright, so now the main board's in. Just put the parts, align them back into where they are. Okay, that's that. This is this. Pop the main board into its slot. Make sure everything is nice and firm. See? Just like that, you know, get something to push everything in. Alright. Get something plastic instead. Just to make sure you don't mess anything up. Okay, make sure everything is nicely aligned. Alright, this is nicely aligned over here as well. Make sure this goes into the tab here. Alright, everything is there. Now all you gotta do is just put everything back in, pop them in. Oh, and don't forget also the camera as well. Camera has to go and sit nicely into this. Alright, so fit the camera in right there. And just pop this in. I'll use my fingers for this, much easier. You should hear a click, a small little click. You should even feel it as well. Once it's clicked into place, you're good to go. Same thing with this, click into place. Alright, put the coaxial cable back on. This is the trickiest part in the entire process when you're in the main board itself, because the coaxial cable is so small, it just takes a while to get back in. See, like right now, I'm having a bit of problems. You shouldn't be alarmed. It's fine. It's normal. I have it. You will have it. Everyone will have it. I really don't know how Samsung does it, but just get that in. Once it pops in, you should be good to go. Alright, so the thing got clipped in finally. And you're good to go. Everything should be in place. Everything should be sitting properly in. Make sure everything is in place before you put it back together, because you don't want to have any problems. Put the volume button back on. Make sure it's sitting nice and snug onto the case. Alright, just like that. Okay. This is fine. Okay, everything works fine. Alright, and now all you gotta do is just remove this plastic tab, alright, to get to the adhesive part of the power button. Alright, so you just remove it like that. Just like tape. Okay. Flip it over. Alright, it should be as simple to flip. Flip it over and stick it down. Making sure that it's nice and aligned properly. Okay, you need to make it properly aligned before you put it all together. Okay. I press down a bit just to get the cable bent a bit more. Alright, make sure everything is working fine. Okay, everything seems to be alright on my end. And you're done. It's as simple as that. Now, note here, before I put everything back together, for people who want to change their loudspeaker or the earpiece, you just have to lift up this tab. There's another screw here which you have to unscrew. So once you unscrew that, this pops out quite easily. I'll show you right now just how simple it is. So you just unscrew it. Okay. Once you unscrew this, okay, once you unscrew this, just pop this tab open. Alright. Pop that out, and use your plastic tool, and over here, pop this out, and it should come out really simple, just like that. Shouldn't give you any problems whatsoever. If it feels stuck, don't force it. Again, I repeat, don't force it, because you don't want to mess up anything whatsoever when you're doing this. Because after all, this is an expensive piece of device, so you know you don't want to go around messing things up. But once it comes out, it should be easy to remove. There you go. That's basically what it looks like. All right. So you can literally just buy this off the shelf and replace it. Also, if you want to replace your charging port, this is the piece that you'll be replacing, you have to remove the main board first, along with the vibrating motor. That's when you get to the circuit board of the charging port. Once you take that apart, you can literally just pop one in, pop a new one in, and connect everything back up. And it should be working fine. Remember, there's another coaxial cable here, the connector, so you have to make sure you get both of those out before you do that. So I'm just going to put this back in, pop it in so that it doesn't get. Okay. It's as simple to pop back in. All you gotta just make sure that everything is lined up properly before you do anything. And there you go. It just pops in. You hear a click. Once you hear that click, you're good as gold. Click this back in. Click the ribbon cable back in. And it's time to put everything all back together. So remember your case, the volume button. Okay, so make sure that you have that in place before you put everything in. Like, see, right now I don't, so I'm just going to take it out first. I'm just going to remove it again and put the plastic tab into the slot. It goes into the slot. Alright, to make things easier if you don't have tape, always start with the volume button first. So you start volume button face down and put the thing in. So put the phone in from the volume button area, not the power button area first. Alright? So once that's done, just make sure everything is pressed down on this side and press down on this side. Finally on the back, on the front, okay, on the top. Once everything is clicked into place, should be fine. I think this one is done perfectly. And you're good to go. Click everything into place, make sure there's nothing moving around, make sure there's nothing loose. Alright, camera is all good, everything's all good, and you're good to go now. You just gotta redo the crap, I forgot something. And you're just gonna redo the screws. Once you've done that, you're good to go. That's it.